Before we get into today's video, I wanted to talk about one of the best ways to save money on Evony packs. We all know that buying packs is the best way to turbocharge your growth, and it's always better to save money while getting the same rewards. US customers can get 25% back on all Evony purchases made through the Amazon App Store. To take advantage of this awesome deal, follow 3 simple steps. Number 1, install the Amazon App Store on your Android device or BlueStacks emulator. 2, download Evony through the Amazon App Store. And 3, purchase packages in Evony to get 25% back in Amazon coins. Additionally, this time, Amazon has provided a mechanism to pre-register to avoid any payment issues. The link is in the description of the video. I've also put the link to this website in the description of the video. This website includes QR codes to download and buy Amazon coins and an in-depth set of instructions on how to get Amazon App Store set up. Make sure to take advantage of this amazing deal while it lasts. Hello everyone, welcome back to Optimize Evony. Today I wanted to do a video. I had just posted a video, I think last SVS, about zeroing a K44 36 bill keep, and one of the big things that came out of that is my rally cap is not high enough to put everyone that wants to be in the rallies in our alliance for SVS. And so I want to do a video on where you can improve rally cap. It's been a kind of an interesting experience for me too, to see what is like a reasonable amount of rally cap that I can improve on. And this is specifically going to be targeting outside of Battlefield. I'll talk a little bit about like additional places to get it in Battlefield, but outside of Battlefield, because already in Battlefield it's a little bit higher. But yeah, so wanted to first call out. So I'm only going to be focusing on the siege rally for right now. It's obviously this is going to be important for all of your generals and stuff like that. But this is one that I would really like to get up. So you can see that we're starting out with 61,380,000 rally cap size. And so that's going to be where we're starting from, and then we'll kind of go from there and see what I think a reasonable maximum for my keep and my level of spending is going to be. So let's move on. Just going to reinforce for undead again. And yeah, let's start. I'm going to keep a running total on this notepad over here, so you can see that my base Warhol stats. Let's take a look at that. But just I've already put it there. Is 22 million here, and then this is all the additional that you get. So that's a combination of the percent and just kind of flat increases that you can get for rally capacity. So I've already put that there, and then my current rally cap there as well. So let's get into one of the main ways that you increase your rally cap, and that is research. So there's a bunch of places in your normal academy that you can increase rally cap. Here's one of them. There's a couple other places. I'm not going to go into that as much because I'm focusing on how I'm going to increase my rally cap. But normal academy, there is some rally cap there as well. And then there's also rally cap in the siege tree, siege machine formation. This one's at level 14 of 20. So basically this will go up, and this goes up to 30. So I can get another 12% here. So if I add this here, research, I can get another 12%. There's also in the long range formation, there's also rally cap stuff here. No, sorry, melee formation here. There is these call up ones. So I already have those ones maxed, so that's why I'm not too worried about that. And I need to get to K45 and unlock Military Academy 10 before I'll be able to get to this one. I can also do a video on what the max total rally cap at this point is, but again, not really the purpose of this video. So you can get a bunch of rally cap in research. I would say actually the majority of rally cap comes from the research, but I have 12% more that I can get there just by maxing out that last one. So the next kind of big area is the Triumphal Arch. So depending on your level, you will get rally capacity. So you can see here, this is specifically outside of battlefield is 15%. I already have that, so I'm not gonna add that into the calculation. And then here again, you get 50% increase going in battlefield for level 5. I know not everyone has level 5. You can take a look at your level there and see how much you can increase by advancing that there. But that's a huge way. Um, so let me just put this here. Triumph Arch 0%. Unfortunately, it is one of the harder ones to actually unlock, but that is I've already done it. So. Then kind of next is sending a specific rally cap general and pairing it with the rally cap specific general as well. So as you probably saw, I am using Mu as my main, and then I'm using John Churchill for rally cap specifically. He's not my normal assistant, but for rally cap, he gives an extra 12% here, and then more in specialties. Another 5% here. That's not maxed out, as you can see. So I can get another 3% here from Rally Cap Gen. So Rally Cap Gen, another 3% on specialties. And then this is not the optimal pairing for Rally Cap because Mu in the Ascension has March size here instead of Rally Cap. Okay, so the best combo right now is Edward Teach with Churchill backing. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but he gives an extra 8% here. So let's add 8% here. If I fully ascended him, or at least ascended him to 3 stars here, I would probably want to fully ascend him. But he's currently my backup assistant gen. So that total between Rally Cap General plus the assistant specialty is a total of 11% there. So that's also a pretty big chunk. It doesn't look like it right now because I already had Churchill pretty close to max specialties. But yeah, if you aren't using any rally cap generals or Churchill as an assistant, you're going to be losing out on quite a bit of rally cap. So the next is these. This is one that actually I got caught by surprise by this one. I didn't actually notice this one. If you look at the Senate promotions here, they snuck in rally capacity here, and then on Marshal, ruling senator, honorary senator, and leading senator. So a total of 4. And these are all at the, I think, level 5 spot. So they're super expensive. It's not very feasible for a low to medium coiner to get this. But let me at least put it down here just so that we can do some calculations in the future. So this one, because there's 5 of them and each one is 5%, you can get a total of 20% here. So that's pretty big. Of course, that's going to be more of a big coiner thing because getting these things to level 5 is not easy. And if you're doing that as a low coiner, it's going to take 1, forever, and 2, you're going to sacrifice a lot of the other buffs in there. So the next is the uh, so the bourbon set. Let me find it here quick. Yep. The set bonuses, the Star Atlas for the bourbon set gives you extra rally capacity here. So every like 3, basically, you get 2%. And so you can see that I have it leveled up to this point. Basically, total overall, when they're all maxed, or at least when this one is maxed, you get up to 20% here. So I have a potential here for another 16%. So that's a pretty decent amount. How much is feasible there? Not a lot, right? Like I can maybe max amplify this and max amplify this. I'm not going to be able to max amplify the rest of them. It's just, I mean, eventually, but it just gets very expensive there. So I can probably get another like maybe like 6% there, but we'll see. We'll see in the long game. Um, so then there's also so another thing here. I guess I'll talk about it while I'm on this set. There are specific sets for rally capacity. So bourbon is one that unlocks at 4 sets. Let me actually go to the siege set that I would be using for, and I do use for my siege gen. This also gives you 15% if you have at least 4 of them. Um, Unfortunately for me, or I guess fortunately for me, uh, 4 set of civ gear. I get unfortunately 0 because I already have that. At least for siege and archers, I do need to get a setup for ground and for calves, but the siege and arch rallies are, I've found those ones are most important to be kind of big rallies. But yeah, if you don't have that, you can get an extra 15% there, so that's kind of big as well. So moving on, one of the newest additional ways to get rally cap is these positional promotions. So at at level 3, or at level 6 and 9, you get another 1.5% per one of these. So 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 is 6. 6, so you get a total of 18 here. 6 for this one, 6 for that one, 6 for that one. That one's going to be crazy expensive. I don't anticipate being able to do that. So I'll call this the positional promotion. Is a total of 18%. That's not feasible for me. Unless they unlock other ways of getting that, that's just never going to happen for me. It's just too expensive. But that is a way. So by calculating the max, what I'm really doing in this video is I'm also trying to calculate the max possible that you can get outside of SVS in for a K44, because that's what I am. So the other new way to get this is the military tactics. So, and it's only for this one, the breakthrough level, and this is actually in Battlefield, so it's maybe I shouldn't actually include this at all, but for completeness, I'm going to do this. Military breakthrough. This can get you up to 15%. That's not actually going to be, a consideration into the max outside of SVS, but that's fine for now. I'll list it as well. The other way, I think the last way that I know of to get the rally cap is some of the old All Stars keeps. Let me find the right one. Yeah, this one has it, for example. I think it's actually back to back. I think it's this one and this one. So if you have Mediterranean Castle or Ice Winter, you get rally capacity 5%. So Allstar Castle can give you another 5% here. And let me just check. I think maybe you can get that from the Battlefield shop, the All-Star shop, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, you can get the Ice Winter one. So this you can use that to increase your rally capacity. If you've already unlocked all the dragons, if you've if you're doing all that, this is a good one to pick up if you're the main rally setter. So that is all of the ways that you can get rally capacity that I'm aware of, at least. Let me know in the comments if I've missed anything. But yeah, let's do let's do some quick math here. Um, so 12%. I'm just calculating the potential that I have here. 12% plus 11% plus 20% plus 16% plus 18% plus 5% is really outside of Battlefield. So a total of 82% that you can get. That leads to a total amount outside of Battlefield, or max amount, max rally cap of 79,420,000. So let me put some commas in here so it's a little bit easier to read. Oh, I had too many zeros. That would be great if that was my max rally cap. So that's the max that you can get as a K44, and that's with some serious coining buffs. What I think is reasonable for my level of coining and stuff like that is 12%. The research absolutely can knock that out. I could probably do that today if I wanted to, but I'll wait for the tactic event and when it really makes sense for me. The 11% here for rally cap gen plus the specialties. Yeah, I think I can probably do that. So that's 23 there. And then I can probably get a little bit more on the Bourbon Star Atlas. Let's just say just as a conservative estimate for like a short-term goal, I can maybe get another 2% there. So that leads to a total of 25% increase in rally capacity, which gives let me see, 25% reasonable increase will give me a total rally capacity outside of SVS for Siege of 66,880,000. Hopefully I did the commas there correctly. But of course, in Battlefield, this goes up quite a bit. So in Battlefield, you have an extra 50% from the Triumph Arch if it's level 5, and then the military breakthroughs, you have another extra 15% from there if you max that out, and then also however many rally halls you have, depending on whatever battle. But let's not consider that for right now. So to calculate the max that I would be able to have um, in Battlefield, it's basically that 82% max from outside plus 65. So 82 plus 65, and that gives you a total amount, total rally cap or max rally cap of a K45 or K44 in Battlefield of 93,720,000. which is insane. Uh, of course, again, like I said before, this is this is only this is maxing it out. This is not what I think is reasonable. Um, but it is kind of fun to see it. This is some heavy coining that you're going to need to be able to do to max it out in Battlefield. And the other thing that I should point out is this military tactic. This is only useful when you're using that preset. So you could assign this to whatever preset you want, but it can only be assigned to a single preset in your set, I believe. Again, let me know if that's not right. It did tell me that it could only be assigned to one preset, but maybe there's a way to get around that. If there is, definitely let me know because I want to I want to know that. But this is more the archer set. So your archer rally capacity might be higher than the others unless you are able to switch this around quickly to a different set. Let's say you've zeroed all the other keeps in the battlefield and you're going after the big keep and you need a little extra rally capacity. You could maybe switch this to a different preset temporarily and then switch it back. But that's kind of some micro optimizations there. But yeah, this is the max that you can get in Battlefield minus the rally capacity or rally halls. So I think with rally halls, each one is 15%. So in just a normal BOC, that'll give you an extra 15%. But the in like challenge and I think in All Stars, there's either two or four. I can't remember off the top of my head. Challenge was two. But yeah, I mean, the numbers start to get astronomical, and I think I did some calculations for K45. Let me know if you want to see those. It gets pretty insane. I think you're going to start to see this All Stars, the massive whales that have maxed this kind of stuff out are going to be sending have the potential to send over 110 million rallies. I can give you guys the exact specifics if you actually care. But yeah, I was mostly doing this video to see how much you is the actual practical maximum for a cave 44. How far am I actually behind? So the reasonable amount, not super far behind. Only really like 5 million. But the max definitely a lot. And some of those things are easier to get than others. Maybe it's more than 25% is reasonable for me, given enough time, but that's what I think is reasonable for now. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. I'm also going to do another one on march size because march size is also super important to max out, particularly if you have really good buffs. You want to be sending more of your troops and you want to fill these rallies. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the video. I'll see you in the next video, and please always remember to like and subscribe.